Hello dear students, I am Ashish Kumar from Golden Future Public School, and now we will learn about 2 points in this lecture, that is about cells, and the second topic is sources of plant nutrients. In the previous class we have already learned about the autotrophic plants, what is autotrophs, and after this lecture, in the next lecture we will learn about heterotrophs or heterotrophic animals or any creatures. Okay, let's at first this is the definition. What is cells? Cells is the body of living organisms is made up of tiny units called cells. Means that if we have to build a house, then we have to at first we have to prepare the wall. And what is the basic structure, basic unit of the wall? That is the bricks, cement. Okay, so like that the basic structure, the fundamental structure of any living organism is called cell. Okay, then we can say that cell is the fundamental units of the body. Okay, then it can be seen only under the microscope, and it is so very small, it is extremely small that we cannot see through naked eye. Okay, so we need a microscope to see them, because it is very small. Cells are very small, and the cell is enclosed by a thin outer boundary called cell membrane. Just look at the picture which I have drawn for you. The cell membrane is here. That is a thin layer. That is a thin layer of cells is called cell membrane. Means that is enclosed, surrounded by a thin layer. Cells are surrounded by a thin layer, that is called cell membrane. And next point is most cells have a distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. In the center of the cells, there are many nucleus are present there, and that is called nucleus because it is centralized, and it deals the work and all the fundamental phenomenon of cells. So it is the just like the behavior of nucleons in the atoms. And suppose one cell is just like an atom. And what is the behavior of nucleons? Like nucleons, the property of nucleus is similar. Okay, and the next point, the nucleus is surrounded by jelly-like substance called cytoplasm. You can see that this is a flutes. Okay, this is flutes material, and it is called cytoplasm, which is surrounded by nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by jelly substance, that is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is represent overall all cells, the body structure of cells. Some organisms are made up of single cells, that is amoeba, paramecium, etc. And mostly organisms are made up of number of cells, that is man, dog, etc. At first we have to know that we human beings are made up of many types of cells. Just we have nose, and we can smell through nose, and we can hear through ear. And the fundamental units of the fundamental property of the cells of ear is separated and indivisible by the property of the cells, which is made by cells, that is called tissue, and tissue makes an organ. You will learn advance about this in the next class, so we don't explain. I don't want to explain this furthermore. So let's move on the next topics, that is sources of plants nutrients. At first I am missing some organisms are made up of single cells. Means some organisms don't have more than one cells. Only there is a single cells which is combined and which makes a organism, that is amoeba, and that is paramecium, etc. Okay, it has no two types of cell, only that have single types of cell, and there are two types of organism which have one cell and which have more than one cell, which have one cell, that is called unicellular, and which have multicellular, that is called multicellular. Okay, next topic is minerals and required animals are absorbed from the soil by the root and carried to the stems, branches and leaves. Students, we need many types of milks, bananas, fruits, and many types of green potatoes, green. In the traditional talk, we say that sag, and many types of plants we need, and many types of food we need, which is called balanced diet. Similar wise, the plants need many types of minerals which they get from air, soil, and water, and they convey it from their root to the stems, branches, and leaves. Okay, and it absorb, the root of the plants absorb the minerals of the soil by root, and it carried to the stems, leaves, and branches of the plants. Okay, there is some list of minerals which the plants get from air and soil and water. That is, the plants get CO2 and O2 from our atmosphere, and the plants get nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, magnesium, iron, manganese, zinc, boron, copper, cobalt, and molybdenum from the soil, and the hydrogen, mineral, salt, dissolved metal in ionic form is carried by water, through water. Okay. The next point is mineral nutrients are very useful for growth and development of plants. Just like we need many types of nutrients, just like human beings, all the plants need many types of nutrients which is necessary for their growth and development. And next topic is plants are grown continuously. The soil loses its fertility and becomes poorer in nutrients, because that is it's the reason is that because in the modern day, the farmers are using many types of chemical fertilizers and many chemical manures, which is very harmful for the crops. And the fertility of the soils is becoming poorer and poorer. So the farmers need more and more chemical nutrients. This is very thinkable, and it's not good. But we need in this time organic manures and organic fertilizers. Okay, and our government is are caring about them. Due to improper nutrients, yield of crops goes on decreasing. Because if the nutrients become improper, then the yield of crops goes on decreasing, and the increase and development of the crops is affected due to the lack of nutrients. Okay, so it is necessary to provide proper nutrients to the soil for the plants. And the last topic is to increase the fertility of the soil, farmers apply manures and fertilizers and crop rotation. Crop rotation is a process in which they change the plants summer season to season. In the winter season, they change the plants which need the nutrients for the particular season, and after the season the soil gets nutrients because many of the times the soil become barren, so it can get nutrients from the soil. So it is the process of get nutrients from the soil. Crop rotation is the method for farmers through which farmers get benefits. And there are some basic points which you have to know. And students, if you have any doubt or query, then you can contact me. Email is going on your screen. Please look at the screen, and you have to note down all these points on your notebook. Oh, okay, let's meet in the next lecture. We will learn about the heterotrophs, heterotrophic animals, heterotrophic plants, and the next chapter. And this is the third lecture. We will meet in the fourth lecture. Okay, bye.